Welcome back to the R2F Sports Channel. In this video, we're going over my team of the week one for the Premier League. Let's get straight into it. Starting things off in goalkeeper, there's a lot of really good goalies this week. We had the likes of Schmeichel keep a clean sheet, had a lot of good saves against Wolves. We had David Raya of Brentford putting a really good shift in against Arsenal for their very first game. But the goalkeeper I'm going with is Hugo Lloris. Hugo Lloris had such a good game this week. He had 4 saves against Man City. Man City had the second highest XG, only behind West Ham, having a 2.41 XG, and Hugo Lloris had a clean sheet against them. So my goalkeeper spot has to go to Hugo Lloris. Going to right back, my right back spot is Sergi Canos of Brentford. He had a great game against Arsenal. He had the opening goal of the game, which is Brentford's first goal in the Premier League. He also made 7 of 8 tackles, so he was just all over the place, shutting down his side completely. Sergi Canos had a great game. Look for a lot of people to bring him into FPL just because of how good he did. For my center backs one spot, I have Shane Duffy. He had a 100% ground duel win rate against Burnley. He won 9 out of 13 aerial duels, and he just pushed Brighton forward up the field. He looked fantastic. And my other center back is obviously Trevor Chalobah, making his debut against Crystal Palace. He had an amazing goal that scored. Looked absolutely fantastic going forward for them. Created a few chances as well. So those have got to be my 2 center backs. Left back is Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso also had a really good showing against Crystal Palace, similar to Chalobah, scoring a beautiful free kick in the top right corner. He also made 6 out of 7 ground duels and won 4 tackles. So he had a great performance, which is keeping Ben Chilwell out of the team. From midfield one spot, I have Paul Pogba. There's no way you can leave him out of your team. He had 4 assists in just 75 minutes. Looked absolutely fantastic. I don't know why there's been a bunch of Pogba hate recently. He's been a great player, and I think he'll continue it into next week. Midfielder 2 is obviously Bruno Fernandes. Had a hat trick against Leeds. Just put an absolute shift against them, scoring absolutely beautiful goals. So I think Bruno Fernandes will definitely continue that momentum with Pogba into next week. If you don't have them in Fantasy Premier League, definitely have at least one of them into your team. My third midfield spot is actually a player that I'm going to bring into this next week. It's Saeed Benrahma. Benrahma looked really good for West Ham, had 1 goal, 1 assist, just absolutely lit up Newcastle, and definitely expect a lot of people to be bringing him in because he creates so many chances for them, and he's definitely going to be up on the score sheet some more. Forward number 1's got to be Mohamed Salah. Fantastic game, one of the highest scoring players this week. He had 1 goal, 2 assists. Could have had another goal, but he got a little too greedy with trying to get a hat trick for assists. Definitely have him in your team as well. If you don't have him, something's wrong with you. His price might be up there, but he's definitely one that you need in your team based on that last game. Forward number 2, I've gone with Richarlison. Richarlison had an absolutely fantastic showing, created so many chances, moved Everton forward up the field, had a great assist to Dominic Calvert-Lewin with that cross, as well as scoring a great goal as well. Definitely looking to bring him into my team. Absolutely fantastic showing. Definitely deserving of the team of the week. Forward number 3 has to be Emmanuel Dennis. This is actually a player that I had on my bench for game week 1 that would have brought me up to over the 100-point mark. Unfortunately, he was sitting in bench spot 3. He had 1 goal, 1 assist in his debut game in the Premier League. It doesn't happen very often, especially against a decent Aston Villa squad. We'll see how Watford goes forward in the next game, though. That is my team of the week for the Premier League for week 1. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.